What's up guys, I'm VocalStrike and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution. Last time we have encountered the Baryons and have seen what their numbers are like, as well as defeated both of them. This time we are taking on the third Baryon, Duman, in Search for Shadows Part 1. An old enemy of Yuma's returned for revenge. Ha 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 ha! Who are you? I am what you dread. I am Vector. Yuma, Tsukumo, and Astral. I've come here to destroy you and your world. It's been a while since we dueled Yuma. I never dueled you in my life. How quickly we forget. We had lots of fun together when I took over Dr. Faker. You were the one who was controlling Dr. Faker? That was just a preview. This is my fault. I'm sorry, Yuma. I refuse to go away empty-handed, Yuma. I prefer you, but your friend will do. Let him go. Where are you taking him? This card will give you a clue. Number 66? Save me, Yuma. Ray! Using the number card that Vector gave him, Astro was able to summon an airship that could take everyone to Baryon World. I have determined our destination. The number card that Vector left behind became a key which activated the airship. It also generated visual coordinates of a specific location. What kind of location? My guess. Baryon World. Vector is telling us to come to him. Yuma and his friends boarded the airship that was supposedly bound for Baryon World. However, the ship did not travel there. Instead, it appeared in Sargasso, a dimensional wasteland where the Baryons were waiting. Yuma, Kite, and Shark were each forced to battle a different Baryon Emperor. So you are Reginald Castle. My name is Duman, the one who is about to defeat you. No, you're just the first Baryon I get to beat. So bring it on, you costume freak. Duman uses the SERAPHE archetype. But there is a number that belonged to Garage that he didn't use anywhere in this game that I didn't mention last episode, so we'll be covering that as well as covering number 66, which we don't really get to use anywhere or see anywhere in a duel. Not even in the anime. It doesn't even show up anywhere in the manga. It's literally just handed to them by Vector to turn on the airship that is inside like the little pocket dimension that's in Yuma's key. But number 66 is an official card, and it is number 66 Master Key Beetle, which is a dark attribute rank 4 inset type Xyz effect monster with 2500 attack points and 800 defense points. Requires 2 level 4 dark attribute monsters to Xyz summon. Once per turn, you can detach 1 overlay unit from this card, then target 1 card you control, except this card. While this card is face up on the field, that card or cards cannot be destroyed by card effects. If this face up card on the field will be destroyed, you can send one of its targets to the graveyard instead. So it's used to protect other more important cards. Except itself, but it can only really do this up to 2 times. As for Garag's number, that we don't get to see anywhere in here at all, like in the game at all, is number 106 Giant Hand, which is an Earth attribute rank 4 rock type Xyz effect monster with 2000 attack points and 2000 defense points. Requires 2 level 4 monsters to Xyz summon. During either player's turn, when a monster effect is activated on your opponent's field, except during the damage step, you can detach 2 overlay units from this card, then target 1 effect monster your opponent controls. While this card is face up on the field, that affects monster's effects are negated. Also, it cannot change its battle position. So it's basically a one-time use to make dangerous effect monsters turned into normal monsters. You can use it to deal with any sort of dangerous effects like any sort of banish or destruction effects, but that's literally it. And it can only be used once because it requires 2 overlay units to use. Now on to Dumon. Dumon has 2 numbers, a Baryon number and a Chaos number, of course. His Baryon number is number 102, Star Seraph Sentry, which is a light attribute, rank 4, Fairy type XC's effect monster with 2,500 attack points and 2,000 defense points. Requires 3 level 4 light attribute monsters to exceed 7. Once per turn, you can detach 1 overlay unit from this card. Then target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Have its attack points. Also negate its effects. If this face-up card on the field will be destroyed, you can detach all its overlay units instead. If you do, any battle damage you take this turn is halved. So, it can weaken opponent's monsters, and it can prevent itself from being destroyed at least once per turn. His Chaos number is Chaos number 102, ARCHFIEND SERAPHE, which is a light attribute, rank 5, fairy type, XC's effect monster with 2,900 attack points and 2,400 defense points. Requires 4 level 5 light attribute monsters to exceed 7. If this face-up card would be destroyed, you can detach 2 overlay units from this card instead. If the last overlay unit or units is detached from this card, inflict 1,500 damage to your opponent. If this card has number 102, Star Seraph Sentry as an overlay unit, it gains this effect. Once per turn, you can detach 1 overlay unit from this card, then target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Change that target's attack points to 0, and if you do, negate its effects. So an all-around much better card than Star Seraph Sentry. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we have Shark Drake and Shark Drake Vice. Now, here's something that they're not entirely telling you. Basically, every turn, because the whole dimension is like a giant field spell, every turn, whoever doesn't have a certain card on the field takes chip damage literally every turn. So while they're dueling, they're all kind of a bit on a timer. And all of the Baryons has this card effect. Has this the card that protects them from the field's effect. Yeah, let's minimize damage. No, not yet. Let's see what you do. Okay, so you are gonna summon. Well, I'll risk it, actually. Maybe I'll get another monster. Nope. Yeah, I lost. Attempt number 3. Sargasso, the different dimension battlefield. Yeah, this is the field spell I mentioned before. Each time a monster is Exceed summoned, the summoning player takes 500 damage. During each player's end phase, the turn player takes 500 damage if they control a face-up Exceed monster. Let's give her one of their face sounds. Do I have really any way of Exceed summoning right now? Not really. But let's get rid of that field spell anyway, before it becomes trouble. Ow. And now we have Shark Drake. I almost called him Shark Drake Vice, but I caught myself. This is my best and only option. And attack. Okay, turning this duel around. That's good, that's good. Nothing. And I win. Search for Shadows Part 2. Kite, you have a galaxy eyes, but so do I. We will prove once and for all which of us is the true galaxy eyes master. That's fine with me, Mazar. Let's go. Mazar uses a dragon deck. Something I should also note, I should have probably mentioned with Alito and even Garag, is that you know how whenever we summon an Xyz monster, you see like these little yellow lights that kind of orbit around the Xyz monster? Those are the overlay units. And in the anime, they are always like orbiting around the monster until used. The Xyz monster then absorbs the overlay unit whenever the ability is used. And it stays that way even after Yuma and Shark even does the whole Chaos Xyz evolution thing. However, with the Baryons though, and in the case with Utopia Ray V, their overlay units, when they Chaos Xyz evolve, are like little tiny like shield looking things that are in front of the Xyz monster. Sargasso Galaxian, Neo Galaxy Eyes, Photon Dragon. Phantom Dragon. Phantom Dragon's fairly powerful, but it does come at a bit of a cost. When your opponent special summons a monster, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. It's a level 8 with 2300 attack points. Honestly, that's pretty weak for a level 8, but okay. However, 2 of your monster card zones cannot be used, so now he's kind of limited his front row from 5 to 3. And let's go ahead and get Galaxy Eyes. Mazar has... Oh. Has 2 number monsters. And he's about to summon one of them. And he's also summoning his Chaos number. What was that? Negate the effect of all other face-up cards currently on the field. Oh. Alrighty then. Let's have a look-see at the numbers. His normal... His normal number... is number 107, Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon, which is a light attribute rank 8 dragon type Xyz effect monster with 3000 attack points and 2500 defense points. Requires 2 level 8 monsters to Xyz summon. Once per battle phase, at the start of your battle phase, you can detach one overlay unit from this card. All other face-up monsters currently on the field have their effects negated. Also, their attack and defense become their original attack and defense. And if you do any of these, during the battle phase this turn, each time an opponent's card effect resolves, this card gains 1000 attack points until the end of the battle phase. Also, it can make a second attack during each battle phase this turn. So you activate its effect, it negates all other monster effects, and any sort of buffs or debuffs that are inflicted to any monsters is hereby nullified, or hereby null and void. If you activate a card effect, if any card effect is, if your opponent activates a card effect during that time, it gains an extra 1000 attack points, and it can attack twice. Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon is a bit dangerous. Whereas his Chaos number is Chaos number 107, Neo Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon, which is a light attribute dragon type Xyz rank 9 Xyz effect monster with 4500 attack points and 3000 defense points. Requires 3 level 9 monsters to exceed summon. Once per turn, you can detach 1 overlay unit from this card. Until the end of this turn, negate the effects of all other face-up cards currently on the field. Also, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects on the field. If this card has number 107, Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon as an overlay unit, it gains this effect. You contribute 2 monsters. This card can make up to 3 attacks on monsters during each battle phase this turn. Keep in mind it says monsters. This means you cannot attack directly with that effect. That was kind of a pointless move, but okay. It's really all I can do. Another Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. Oh, I don't think I can win this. Unless he decides to activate its effect, I can last a few more turns, but I don't think I think he will activate it though. Yep. Oh, Sky Scout. So that name was changed. That's interesting. If I don't win on this one, then I might as well keep this part in, because here's a little bit of an interesting fact about that card, Sky Scout. It was not originally called Sky Scout. It was one of those cards that had its name changed later, and it was called HARPIE'S brother. Dragon from your deck. Ooh. Oh, another thing. In the anime, Sargasso Lighthouse, which was the card that's needed to protect you from the field spell's effect, is a continuous spell. Increase the level of the monster to 8, and yeah, sure, I'll take 500 points of damage, like chip damage, but it's worth it. Considering I'll have a major advantage. Oh, plus, its effect is... Okay, so I can... Let's get rid of Galaxy Wizard. 6,500 attack points. And I win. Search for Shadows Part 3. Yuma. Ray? Ray, are you okay? I'm more than just okay. Ray, what's wrong with you? Why, nothing's wrong, Yuma. Nothing at all. Go, bury a battle morph. Vector. So you disguised yourself as Ray. What did you do with the real Ray, Vector? The real Ray? You mean you still don't get it? I'm Vector, and I'm your little friend Ray, too. Yeah, Vector is a bit nuts. Unhinged, if you will. He kind of wants... He basically likes to mess with his enemies. You know, really do some scummy things. The Vector you dueled before was my clone. The whole time, I, the real Vector, took the form of your very good friend Ray Shadows. On top of that, in this duel, Vector reveals to Astral about Yuma's and Ray's relationship and how Yuma trusted him, which kind of does hurt Astral's feelings to the point to where when they Zexal morph, they kind of become corrupted and go crazy and self-destructing. They do rekindle that friendship, but Astral did say that I may not entirely be able to trust you as I did before, but I am willing to try. Oh, we do get another... another chaos number. But on to Vector first. Vector uses the Umbral Horrors archetype. He has two numbers. Number 104 Masquerade, which does have a summoning animation. It is a light attribute, rank 4 spellcaster, Xyz effect monster with 2700 attack points and 1200 defense points. Requires 3 level 4 monsters to Xyz summon. During either player's battle phase, when an opponent's monster's effect is activated, you can detach one overlay unit from this card. Negate the activation, and if you do, inflict 800 damage to your opponent. Once returned, you can send the top card of your opponent's deck to the graveyard. So, he can top deck you every turn, negate the activation of any of your effects, and inflict 800 chip damage to you. His chaos number is chaos number 104, Umbral Horror Masquerade, which is a dark attribute, rank 5 spellcaster type Xyz effect monster with 3000 attack points and 1500 defense points. Requires 4 level 5 monsters to Xyz summon. When this card is special summoned, you can target one spell or trap card on the field, destroy that target, and if this card has number 104 Masquerade as an overlay unit, it gains its effect. Once per turn, during either player's turn, when a monster effect is activated on your opponent's side of the field, you can detach one overlay unit from this card, negate the activation, then you can send one random card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard, and if you do, have your opponent's life points. So if he has Masquerade as an overlay unit, one random card from your hand will be gone once he uses up an overlay unit, and your life points are cut in half, which is a bit more threatening. And the new chaos number that Yuma unlocks in this duel is chaos number 39, Utopia Ray Victory, which is a light attributed, rank 5 warrior type Xyz effect monster with 2800 attack points and 2500 defense points. Requires 3 level 5 monsters to Xyz summon. If this card attacks, your opponent cannot activate any spell or trap cards until the end of the damage step. If this card has a Utopia monster as an overlay unit, it gains this effect. When this card declares an attack on a face-up monster your opponent controls, you can detach one overlay unit from this card. Negate that opponent's face-up monster's effects. Also, this card gains attack points equal to that opponent's monster's attack points. These changes last until the end of this turn. So so long as it has like either Utopia Ray V, Utopia Ray, or just regular Utopia or any of the Utopia monsters, you can detach an overlay unit to stop opponents' face-up monster effects, and have Utopia Ray Victory gain that monster's attack points as a power boost until the end of the turn. We also get a new rank up magic card, Rank Up Magic Numeron Force. Target one face-up Xyz monster you control. Special summon from your deck one chaos number monster with the same type as that monster you control, but one rank higher. By using it as the overlay unit, this special summon is treated as an Xyz summon. Overlay units attached to it also become overlay units on the summoned monster. Then if any face-up cards are on the field other than this card and the monster summoned by it, If any face-up cards are on the field other than this card and the monster summoned by it, negate the effects of those other cards. I'm gonna hold off on that and gonna set Go Golem first, since this is the first turn. Might as well play a little bit defensively, see what he does. Archfiend Cavalry. Wabaku. Right now, Utopia. There's also no guarantee we'll be able to see Masquerade's summoning animation. Maybe we will. Hopefully. In this duel anyway. I'm gonna save Utopia Ray and Utopia Ray Victory for when I need them. Or for when I have a Zexal weapon. I should have changed Go Golem to attack mode. Oh right, this was also when Dark Zexal Weapons was introduced. Goodness. The equipped monster cannot be destroyed by battle. At the end of the damage step, when the equipped monster attacks an opponent's monster was not destroyed by battle, you can make the opponent's attack become 0. This card leaves the field or the monster becomes unaffected by card effects. And if you do, the equipped monster can make a second attack on the same monster in a row. Ooh. Okay, yeah, I think that's worth ranking up Utopia. Oh, nope, don't want to activate Wabaku. Unfortunately, Utopia Ray Victory does not have any sort of summoning animation. Actually, yeah, I'll bring out Gaga Girl. Let's see. Umbral Horror Ghoul. Mad Archfiend. Shush. Bring on another Utopia. Let's see. Ooh, Leviathan Dragon. Been a while since we've seen you. And sure, let's Chaos XC's evolve Utopia. You can target one Utopia monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target. Number 39, Utopia Ray V you control. Equip this monster you control to that target. The equipped monster negate the equipped monster's effects. And if you do, destroy all monsters your opponent controls. And if you do that, inflict 1000 damage to your opponent for each monster destroyed by this effect. Bane Betrayer. When an opponent succeeds, monster declares an attack, activate this card by targeting the attacking monster. It cannot attack, also its effects are negated. While that monster is on the field during each of your opponent's end phases, send the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck to the graveyard. When that monster leaves the field, destroy this card. Ooh. I need to end this quickly then. Or get a level 5. Wait, what did I get rid of? Dark Zexal Weapon Chimera Clad. Intercept Tomato. Dark Zexal Weapon Chimera Clad. You manage to cover in your graveyard this turn. Any effect damage you take becomes 0. Oh, then there's no point. I'm okay with Intercept Tomato being in the graveyard then. Cha-Cha-Ka Archer. When it's targeted for an attack, you immediately switch to defense mode. Okay, I guess we're not going to see the summoning animation. Oh well. The Barians were defeated, but Sargasso began to collapse on itself. This wasteland is collapsing in on itself. Mazar, we need to go. Do you want to be stuck in this wasteland forever? You think you've won, but you're wrong. The Barians escaped, while Yuma and friends fled from Sargasso back to Earth. In the next episode, the Barians will plot their revenge in, of course, Barian Vengeance. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye.